Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Today I've got a project, well, orders. These are both orders and I have to do them twice. So you're gonna get a quadruple video plus extras, I'm sure. This one was ordered by my friend Jan, who I'm doing it for first, and then Barbara's second. And then Meg had purchased my last frame off of eBay and she wants 2 more. So we're gonna make these for Meg. She wants one in light pink and medium pink. Jan wants to match her new installed granite in her bathroom for the vase. And she has picked this green and a pearly white. So I've picked Rodeo Pearl White. So hopefully we can marble them together and get pretty close to her new countertops, which are absolutely beautiful. All right, so this holds 14 ounces. I absolutely loved this mold. This is from Mold Boxes Express, or I can't remember the name right offhand. You caught me off guard. But they do the mystery boxes. It's very early in the morning. I'm trying to get 2 done, so I'm starting too early to talk. So Resin Mold Express, there it is. That's the name of the new company that I have become an affiliate with. I had done 2 unboxings already, and this was in there. And you can purchase this separately. You don't have to get the mystery box, but the mystery box is packed full of stuff if you are interested. So make sure you use this discount code if you're going to order from them, and check out their website and see what they have. But this one, this one I just got in Happy Mail, but I do have the link for this one as well if you want that one. So everything that I'm using is in my description below. Make sure you check that out, and it always has my discount codes to save you guys some money. So let me mix up about 15 ounces-ish, I hope. Should I go over? I hate going over because then I want a whole lot of extras. I don't know how much this one holds. Probably 1 ounce. I better do, I don't know. I'll be right back.
Glitz and glitter in the air tonight. Shiny resin catching every light.
I made 16 just in case. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to be short, so we'll see how much extra I have for the next pour. So let's start. I did keep a whole bunch of clear just in case. More green than white for the vase, and I did about 1.5 ounces of the pink. I just opened this pink, so I have not used this one yet, so I get to see what it looks like. I don't use pink very often. I'm not kind of a pinky person. Not many people order pink either. But this is for I think it was a Yorkie, she said, that recently passed away. So they want to put pictures of her in the cute little picture frames, and I'm allowed to bling them out because they love the bling, so that's good. I will be doing that at the end. Let's see, that looks good. Just make sure you mix them really well, so nothing's floating. I'll check it before I put them in the vacuum chamber. Let's do the white. This is really, really sparkly. And sometimes you need to add more white because this is almost like a crushed crystal. Almost exactly, but it's not. So it won't go like opaque like you want it to. So I'm thinking I need to go gray, yeah, because it's all sparkle. That's all it is, really, really sparkle. And I want some white in there. Let me go grab a white real quick. Whoops, that's not it. Here it is. I'm just gonna put some regular white mica powder in there. I meant to do that or grab that earlier, but I know she wanted pearl, so I just grabbed the pearl white, not thinking, until I just mixed it in and remembered it's basically crushed crystal. So we need to get this a little bit more white. You could even add a pigment paste if you want to. I just don't want to lose all that sparkle. That's better. I think I'm going to do a little more. This one's almost empty. Oh, that's definitely enough. And I only have a couple drops left of that one. That was from the 60 pack from Let's Resin. I have plenty of other whites though. Plenty of whites. That's better, much better. I'm just looking for the fact that I can't see my stick through the color, so that should be good. But I want to see the white in here, so hopefully that's enough. Okay, this is called olive green. And this is the closest that I could find to the countertop that she sent me a picture of. That was a difficult one. I might have to lighten it up. Maybe I'll just leave my white stick in there, because it was a little light, although you don't want it matchy-matchy. You want a little bit of difference in your room, so it's not exactly the same. Plus, I guess I don't need to put white in there because I'm marbling it layer style. So I'm gonna just layer my clear, my white, and my green once I get all the bubbles out and all this. I bought other cups, I just haven't put them out yet. Oh, that is so not enough. Look at that, you can see my stick right through it. We definitely need much more than that. I love doing orders because it's things that I wouldn't necessarily make, and it's a challenge. I hope you guys are getting orders to challenge yourselves. Of course, I don't like having to do them over if I mess them up, but that's how we learn, right? And that's why I show my mess ups on camera. Let's hope. The next one from Barbara, she gave me a little challenge, something I haven't done, especially in this mold. This is still not dark enough. Not dark enough. Let me put some more in there. So the next one is 2 different mediums. That's why I figured I'd do the easier one first. So we're gonna be pouring mix to mold in there first, in white, just letting it cure naturally. And then she wants a nail powder, one of the ones that Don had used in his potato heads the other day. And so once the mix to mold is cured, it still needs more. Once that should be it. I'm gonna stop there. Once the mix to mold is cured, well, it only takes like 20 minutes or something like that, depending on which brand I use. And then I'm gonna pour in the resin. So she's gonna have 2 different types on her little vase, which would be really, really cool. Okay, that's better. I'm gonna go ahead and pop all of these in the vacuum chamber so we can get all the bubbles out. That one needs another little mix. I will get that done real quick because I don't want that floating powder in her vase. Just wipe my stick off and meet you over there.
Glitz and glitter in the air tonight. Shiny resin catching every light. Sparkle like the stars up in the sky. Faith is burning, it'll never die. Oh Jesus, take the wheel of this parade. Faith and shimmer in the mess we made.
I'm gonna start with the pink one. I just put it on a paper towel so I could slide it around I'm just gonna spritz it with alcohol and then pour a little bit, squish it into all those little intricate openings. It seems to work before, so I'm gonna just keep doing that on this one. This is the cutest little frame. And then when it's finished, I've been putting acetate, let me try this side, on the back so you could change the picture, which was an amazing idea from a viewer. I would have never thought of that. I'm not that I'm not that bright when it comes to some ideas. You guys have the best ideas sometimes. I'm so glad you guys comment. Not everybody comments, but there's like a handful of you compared to the amount of views that I get that I can always count on to comment. I'm sure a lot of people watch on their televisions and can't comment. But yeah, if you guys can comment, not only does it help the channel, but you guys give me some great ideas and input when I need it. So just have your phone next to you when you're watching TV, and then you can, you know, give me your input too. We'll see how much this one takes. I think I had 1.5 ounces. These corners sit higher for some reason. I mean, I think it's like a handmade mold. It looks like it could be. I just want to make sure it's in all these little nooks and crannies because there's so many of them. I might even like enhance the pink with some, I don't know, I'm just thinking. I'm not sure how they feel about that, but you know how I go over it with a paint color? I'm thinking maybe like a white or a pearl. I don't think they would mind. If they do, I always send pictures to my people. If they don't like it, thank God that hasn't happened yet. Then I will change things. I'm not going to make somebody take something just because I poured it and it's not to their liking. Okay, so I've got 1/2 ounce left, so it did take 1 ounce. Let me move that out of the way. We will put this into something, but let's get to this first. So this one, I pushed the limits with the epoxy the first time I did this, and it came out absolutely gorgeous. I almost didn't want to sell that one. I did, it's gone. I used Aurora powders in it. Oh my gosh, was it beautiful. It came out absolutely perfect, no bubbles anywhere. I'm going to just pour a layer of clear, and I'm going to squish it around first. Actually, I'm just going to kind of do this because I don't want to do this when there's colors in there. Then we will do, I'm just going to pour it from the top, I think. The white, the green, and how it falls, and then I'll put some clear in. So I'm just going to take turns, hopefully getting some effects out of these colors. I'm kind of wanting more green than white, but I do want to see the white. Let me check the sides. I see that the green didn't go down into the, I do want some into the top. So I do want to take a stick down there and kind of help it. Didn't really want a clear edge. I will see if she wants the rhinestones on the top. I'm hoping it sinks a little bit because it's heavier than the clear. It should take all of this. Let me just, well, I'll scrape it out next time. Get the green in. I don't know. This will be interesting to see how it comes out. That's gone. I'm going to do the white, and then I try to always finish with clear to give it a good chance of crackling it or whatever it's going to do to it. That's all of that one. Just dripping everywhere. And then I'm just gonna top it off with this one. Oh gosh, tell me I have enough. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to make a little more. You gotta be kidding me. And I even made an extra ounce. Well, that's where it's sitting. It's over there in the pink. Unbelievable. Not enough. So I will do that off camera. I only need like an ounce. I only need the part that's sitting over there in the pink. Of course. Of course I do. Why wouldn't that happen? Come on, I know I could do it. I can't scrape anymore. Yeah, I need half an ounce. Exactly what's sitting over there in the pink. Great. That was perfect planning there, Michelle. I don't think I could scrape anything else. No. All right, no big deal. I will get that done. I might put a color in it so we don't have a clear bottom. So we'll get this cured and demolded so we can start the next one. Demold number 1. Here's the extras. I put the pink in this water ripple mold that I just got. Very pretty. It's always pretty. It doesn't matter what you put in there. And then some turtles, of course. Pink one, 2 green ones. And I just filled the back up with the green. And then I swirled some of the white came up over, so that was perfect. Here is the pink, light pink. We'll do medium pink next. Frame. So cute. I don't even see any bubbles. The only thing that needs to be trimmed all the time is this inner edge, but that's not a big deal. And then I'll use some gloss glaze to shine it up once we're done. I don't know. I think I'm going to put some silver on it and outline some of that. We shall see. So I'm going to keep this out. And this is the color of the next one. It's a little bit darker. She didn't want like anything crazy pink, so hopefully these are good for her. And I'm hoping this one worked. And we'll see if she wants rhinestones around the edge or not. She's always good at answering me very quickly. I'm gonna just spray down these edges. Help it come out. Ooh, that popped right off. Oh, I think it's gonna be nice. I think so. Don't want to mess up my mold. I need it. I love this mold. This is one of my favorite molds. Okay. Get it back into shape because we have a 2-step process for the next pour. Okay. Look at that. Oh, I know Jan's gonna love that. I'm pretty sure I just need to trim the bottom. Look at the top. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. It's so shiny. Oh, that is nice. I'm gonna see if she wants any kind of rhinestone around that edge. And yeah, that's beautiful. I love that. Okay, enough of that one. There's nothing, no bubbles anywhere. Like, there's not a bubble in sight. Wow, not even one around this edge. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do 16 more ounces. I'm only gonna do 1 ounce of this next pink. Oh no, I'm not. I take that back. I need to get some mix-to-mold out, or one of those. Let me go see which powder I have. I forgot. We're going to put this on its side. I have to figure out how to prop this up. I'm going to be doing a little bit of the mix-to-mold. I'm not really measuring that, just a little bit. And yeah, let me figure out how to prop this up to hold it I don't know. I will figure it out though. Okay, BRB. Okay, I grabbed this one since it's the one I had the least amount of. This is the J. Diction Resin Crete. I also have the Mix to Mold. I also have the Magic Pour, all different kinds of companies. And they're all equally just as good. So I'm just going to pour this in here. I'm not really, I better have an extra mold. I know it's gonna get smaller. She doesn't want a ton. She wanted it kind of at an angle. So I'm gonna prop it up on this mold here after I get it poured in. Try to clean, hopefully clean the best that I can. And I just kind of mix it. This is too big for that. I'm just gonna mix it. Let me get something. I gotta put something. I don't know. Maybe I'm not gonna worry about the extra. There might not be extra. I'm just gonna pour a little bit of water. This is 3 to 1 by weight. Yeah, well, 10 to 3 by weight. Pretty much the same thing. 3 to 1, 10 to 3. No, I guess it's not the same. Don't listen to me. I just do this and I mix it until it's pourable. That's how I do it. And that's too much water. So then you just add powder. And you gotta mix it really good. Let me grab some more. A little bit more. And this stuff is not toxic, so not wearing gloves is not gonna hurt you. And you don't have a ton of time to work with it. This is demold in 30 minutes, although I'm not gonna demold it. We're just gonna pour resin. And we don't even have to wait that 30 minutes. As long as it's like hard, then I'm gonna pour the resin in so we can get this curing. Need a little bit more. Come on, open up. Probably not the proper way to teach you how to do this, but this what works for me. I don't weigh it. I haven't weighed this stuff in so long, and it works every time. You just don't want it too watery, and you don't want it too thick. I can use maybe a little tiny smidgen more. I think I'm going to use a spoon of some sort so I can control a little bit. Mix it really well. This stuff is really good too. It doesn't usually have bubbles. Watch, now that I said that. Okay, that's probably good. Let me get that off my stick and mixed in. Okay. I'm going to do this. Oh, I don't know how. I'm going to just pour the best that I can. Problem is I want it at the angle so it doesn't get in the whole thing. It's kind of like how I want it there. I don't want the whole top lip to have it. You know what I mean? Just kind of like that. And I have extra, so you know what I do with the extra? I put it in a coaster mold. Let me clean this out really quick. Really quick. And then I usually put washi tapes on these because they look so cool. So I'm just gonna pour the rest in here. Exactly enough. Perfect. Let me find, that looks good. That's gonna, I just want to clean one little spot. One tiny, oh, a few spots. Never mind. One tiny spot that doesn't look good in there. Got it. I'm just gonna get these little drips so we don't see them on the final product. That was the only thing I wasn't sure about, was keeping that off the resin. That looks good. It's not in that part. That looks really cool. She had a really cool idea, and I've been meaning to do a video of a half and half piece. I didn't know what piece I was gonna do this, so she just made up my mind for me. Okay, so that's done, that's done. I don't need the water anymore. I am going to find the powder that we need. Just want to shake any bubbles out of here. I don't think there are any. Let this cure, and then we'll mix up some resin. Before I begin, I want to give a good shout out to Regina Alston. She bought me new gloves. Thank you, Regina. They fit perfectly. She was worried about my size, and they're medium. She bought me 100 in black, and these are like cool because they have grips on them. Never seen these before. She bought me 100 black and 50 green. So these will last me a very long time. They fit so beautifully. Thank you so much, Regina Alston. You are so sweet to think of me. I just love getting practical gifts. I really do, because this stuff, I go through so many every single day. Okay, I'm going to move these out of the way and mix this up. So this is the nail powder that Barbara wants for the vase. I'm gonna mix that one last. Here is a medium pink color for the frame. And then I'm definitely putting these on the heat mat because I want that mix to mold, or whatever it was, resin-crete, to cure through and through. It's definitely ready to unmold. It's been 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes since I poured it, but I don't really want to move it because I don't want to break the seal. I mean, it could possibly break the seal. I don't have a clue. This is experimental, so I'm kind of excited to see how this works. I think I'm gonna just put, ooh, careful, Michelle. I think I'm gonna put the whole rest of this bottle in because that's a lot of resin in here. So hopefully it will, I might have to mix another color in with it, but I hope not. These are nail powders. These are not like the normal mica powders, so they look a little bit different, but actually I think I'm gonna leave it whatever it is, because if it's translucent, that even might look cooler, because it might look kind of like the Aurora powders that I put in the last time. That's pretty. Look at that. Yeah, it definitely looks like Aurora powders when you leave it translucent. Okay, back to the vacuum chamber, and let's get pouring again.
Broken pieces glued with resin strong, turning all our wrongs into a song. A little sparkle makes the shadows fade. Faith in hand, the masterpiece we've made.
Let's pour these. I'm gonna pour the big one first, just because it's deeper. Then I can mess around with all that in there. So I'm just gonna pour a little at first, and then kind of check this bottom, make sure I don't see any bubbles. That looks kind of cool down there. And if I have to use the rest of this pink, at least I have another pink to fill it with. No, I wouldn't do that. It's a different color. Please, God, tell me. Oh my gosh, I don't have enough again. I didn't know how much. Oh my gosh. That could be a problem. I didn't know how much to mix because of that powdered resin in there, and now I need more. Unbelievable. And I don't have any more powder, so I'm gonna have to do clear and mix it the best that I can. So let me quickly, I'm gonna spray this one, get this one in so I could mix up some clear. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. There's no way, I don't understand. That had to have taken up 2 ounces of space. I only shorted myself by 2 ounces because of that powdered resin. Oh my gosh. Doesn't it figure? All right. I mean, this really is, I'm going to use all of this, so this isn't even feasible. This isn't enough to fill it up, even if I did have any left. Get this all in these nooks and crannies. And then I will pour it off camera. You know how to pour resin. I assume you do. And then we will unmold and finish everything up. Okay, just a little left here. I'm not going to put it in there. That's the wrong color pink, so I don't want to do that. So, wow, I need more than I needed last time. All right, it is what it is. While we wait for all the pieces to cool down to unmold them, I had a couple boxes sitting at my front door from Tracy Freeman. Tracy Freeman, you went crazy. This is insane. This is so much stuff. I can't believe you bought all this stuff. Let's go through the package with them. So, the first thing, thank you, because I needed these so badly, but this is a whole kit. These are for keychains, the little tassels, and I'm running so low on my colors. Oh, great, more keychains, that's awesome. What I don't know is what these are. Oh, are these, oh, these are keychains that you can top coat. You know what, these kind of remind me of, you probably peel that off, and there's the blank in there. They remind me of like the night lights. You just go over the plastic. Let me see if this just gets picked off, and you'll have a clear keychain underneath. Yeah, that comes off. So you could put a sticker on there, top coat with resin, and use them as your keychains, and there's your tassels. That is so cool. I've never gotten these before. Thank you so much. I was so happy to see those, to be honest with you, because I was running so low. So there's those. Next, she sent 2 sets, actually 3 sets, I think. Look. Yeah. So much stuff, Tracy. Wow. You are so like generous. Here are 2 sets of dried flowers with stickers and more tweezers. And then this set of these little cute things. I love, love, love the lace flowers in all different colors. I love them. I use them sparingly. I don't know why. Probably because I don't want to run out of them, but what good are they sitting in my cabinet too? So now I don't have to use them sparingly anymore. And these come with them as well. So pretty. I love doing flowers. She sent me some cabochon eyes, 100-piece set, 12 millimeter. So we will put these in with, I do have some sizes. I don't know if I have this size. I rarely use them, but now I need to start. I need to get my little animals out, my frogs and stuff, and we need to start putting some eyes in because I have never put eyes in an animal yet. Then she sent 2 boxes, and we opened one side. This one is open bezels, a whole mess of them, all different shapes and sizes, different colors of open bezels. So it looks like she's ready for some jewelry videos, which I can get back to, no problem. And these are, how many pieces in here? It doesn't say on here. They're very vague on their boxes. This is a 360-piece keychain set. Oh wow, all the colors. all the colors and the little screw-ins in different colors. That's awesome. I only have silver screw-ins. That is so cool because I was just getting ready to order some more keychains and you have sent me so many, so I don't need to order any for a very long time. Then she sent this for Don because of his sticky hands. I love this stuff. I have been using this for a long time and I'm at the point where I have to take the nozzle out and like get it out of the bottle because it's not coming out anymore. So you sent this in the perfect time. It's the Unicorn Art Gel Cleanser. It gets resin off your hands. You just squeeze it on your hands when your hands are dry, rub it around, you'll feel all that resin come off and then just wash it off. I love this stuff. Love it. She sent this huge tray mold, 12.3 inch rectangular tray mold. Look at that. It is so heavy duty. Love this thing. Now I need an idea. Give me some ideas. What can I put in this tray mold? Maybe some of those flowers she sent. What do you think? That would be really pretty. Huge tray mold. And a starfish little trinket jar. Starfish mold. Little texture on the sides, little ripple effect on the side. I just got another starfish mold from somebody else in the mail the other day. And it's shiny, thank God. I love shiny molds. Then she sent more. Oh, so this is the final kicker for jewelry. She sent more epoxy resin, the Daniel Cooper one, because that's how you make these, the Petrie effects and the cloud effects. Love making those, and I was really low on that, so thank you. Now I have plenty. She sent competition pieces for Mr. and Mrs. Glitz, and these are right up his alley. Bugs. He really likes reptiles, but this is more of a guy thing. Okay, dragonflies with all that intricate work. I wonder how he would finish that off. I wonder how I would finish that off. I've never poured one like that before. So this is definitely going to be a challenge for me too. And these are two flies. So, wow, that looks really intricate. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. And I know he doesn't know how. So if you have any tips, I need them right now. Put them in the comments. I need tips how to fill these very intricate molds, because these are deeper than the ones that I do with the paint. I don't know if you paint afterwards or I'm not sure. That's going to be a challenge. That is definitely a challenge. And then she sent one more thing, and I'm not sure what I'm going to use, what this is. I didn't go into the directions. It's a mixer of some sort, and it comes with a plug. It's electric. That's the plug. Here's the mixer. It's called Anilab MX Mini. And these are stainless steel mixing balls, so they must go in here somewhere. I don't want to touch it before I know how to do this. So it mixes something, and I need to find out what it mixes because I'm not sure what it mixes. I don't want to read this, like, because this is more information that I want to read on camera. So, Oni Lab MX Vortex Mixer. Huh. Okay. I'm going to check it out. Tracy, you are by far very, very generous. Thank you so much for thinking of me. This is unbelievable. Amazing that I'm opening my door all the time and you guys are just sending me gifts and gifts and gifts. I feel so blessed to have you guys as followers or viewers or whatever you want to call you. I call you my friends, my resin friends, my resin family, because I know all of your names that comment. And thank you so, so, so much. I'm going to put all this somewhere and let's get ready to unmold. Let's start unmolding this stuff. I'm waiting for the vase to cool down some more. So here's the extras, another turtle with, I just threw some aquamarine, I think, color alcohol ink and the leftover clear. And I poured the turtle, both turtles. Isn't that gorgeous? I've used this thing so many times and it looks amazing still. Their molds last a long time. Just a little bit of over poured there. So we'll probably make that into a keychain now that I have so many extra keychains. And let's get this one out, a little pink pendant. Really cute. A little bit of extra there, comes right off. Water ripple. I love those molds. And let's get this one out and hopefully there's no bubbles. This one's still a little teeny bit bendy. Let's hope I can get it out. Yeah, it's good. Look at that. Now we're gonna shine it up. Both of them look like satin right now, but I will use my my sealer. I did bring out the paint pen. I'm gonna highlight the silver parts because I'm pretty sure I did that on the one she purchased off of eBay from me, so I know that she must have liked it or she wouldn't have bought it. I just want to get this. It always goes right there for some reason. Probably the way the mold was made, but I just need to always trim these edges because that inner portion isn't right. So you have to fix it every time. And then for the coaster, I'm surprised I had enough for a whole coaster, so that's cool. It just gave me some more work to do, but that's okay. I like doing those. They always come out so pretty. Let me just get this done real quick. Okay, and then I will cut some acetate as well for the backs of those at the end. This is the coaster. Look at that, one teeny tiny bubble, not bad at all. Oh, there's one there too, no big deal. So I pulled out this UV DTF sticker and I thought that would look pretty on there. But before I do that, I need to seal it. And I'm gonna seal it with this red violet blue shift dragonfly glaze, and I'm just gonna seal. It was on the heat mat for quite a while, so I know it's dried, so we can go ahead and seal it. And this, I usually do 2 coats and it gives it a really pretty shift, and then it won't look different where the sticker's at from where the sticker's not. I put too much on here. So I need to put some on the back if I can. Oh yeah, not a good idea. I'm gonna do the back later. So I'll just put it back in my bottle and then try to get those brush marks off of here. And I'll seal it a couple times. I'll do the edges. Let this dry. It does not take long at all to dry. It's already drying. I could feel it under the brush. So I'll let that dry. You can kind of see it a little bit in the shimmer light. It's got a really pretty, like, glittery effect to it. And then that'll go on there, and then we'll top coat it with resin, and that'll be really pretty. But before that, let me just let it completely dry. And I will work on that little stuff, and I'm gonna paint pen that. Let me just get this off my brush while I wait. This is just acetone, so my brush doesn't dry up. I've got the paint pen out, and I just kind of highlight these this edge here, little tiny balls. And then I'm gonna just highlight all these parts so you can see the filigree work. And then we'll add some rhinestones. So let me do this, work on those while I still wait for that vase to cool down.
Hands sticky with the magic glow, crafting dreams where the sparkles flow, pouring colors into molds that shine, turning resin to a world that's mine. Glitz and glitter in my veins, making vases, picture frames, every shimmer, every hue, building beauty out of glue. like a lullaby, setting stars in the blink of an eye. Crystal rivers trapped in time, chasing chaos till it rhymes. Glitz and glitter in my veins, making faces picture frames. Every shimmer, every hue, building beauty out of glue. A gamble, I confess, but through the chaos comes the gold, a masterpiece in every fold. Fingers stained, but I don't care. A glitter storm is in the air, pouring soul in every cast, turning moments into glass.
All right, let's catch you up. So I just put the bales on these things with E6000. These are just flat back bales. So all of these are finished and pretty much dry. Doesn't take too long. Then for the turtle keychain, I drilled a hole through his hand and used a new tassel and a new key ring, and I put a little charm on there and just trimmed him up a little bit. So he's ready to go. These, I actually am not going to seal them. Not really seal them, gloss them up, because they look like satin. And when I was putting the silver on, the silver is so shiny against the satin color of the pinks. I don't want to do anything to it. So I think they're gorgeous. And then I put rhinestones, obviously, in the corners and just different areas of them both the same way, same size. And then I have cut the acetate to like pockets. One is shorter than the other, so this one's longer than this one, so you can get in and change your picture. So as soon as these are dry, all I'm going to do is glue that on the back with E6000 and lay something heavy on top until it's cured. I don't use UV resin. UV resin is not going to stick to that forever because this is epoxy and it just won't work. So I'm going to use E6000. You could use 2-part epoxy, but I don't think it's necessary. E6000 will hold that. So I don't want to do that until these two are completely dry of the glue, the rhinestone glue. And then for this, I put 3 coats on, and I also did the edges. I'm not going to do the back until tomorrow, and I'm not going to do the back with dragonfly glaze because you're not going to see it. I'm going to be putting a cork on it anyway, so I'll probably use beeswax to seal that in tomorrow after all the moisture is completely out. I'm just going to make sure. So all I'm going to do with this is the sticker. You peel off the back, if you can get it. Peel it off, come on. There we go. It's kind of like a transfer for a Cricut, and seeing that it's circular, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna place it right in there. And now when we coat this, it will all be coated the same color, and the coating will really bring out that, oh man, you know what's gonna happen. I already know what's gonna happen. I didn't wait long enough. I wonder if I leave that on. As soon as I pull that off, it's going to rip off my coating. It's going to rip it off. And I don't want to have to touch it up. I know it's going to rip it off. This stuff is so sticky. So what I'm going to do is leave that plastic on my bird because it should disappear under resin. It should disappear under resin. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it on. I'm gonna leave that on. I think it should disappear under resin. If it doesn't disappear under resin, then I can wipe the resin off and peel it off and start over again. That's not a big deal. But if I peel this off right now, that's gonna tear up that glaze that I just put on there. So we're gonna set that aside until I top coat it. Let me check my, this should be ready to come out. It's not 100% cold, but it's good enough. And I have a feeling it's seeped underneath. So we'll have to see what it looks like if it was a failure or not, or if it can be saved, because from the side it looked like it seeps underneath the seal. So I'm just going to get some alcohol down in here, at least pop the sides out like it did before, and pray and hope that it didn't seep underneath, but I think that it did, unless it was an air bubble I was looking at. I don't know. Not sure a 3D mold is the best way to figure that out. Got some resin that dripped down the edge. Please, please, please let it be okay. It's a really pretty pink. Where is it? Over here. I don't know. Let's get it off. It should be good enough to come out. Yeah. Oh, it did seep underneath. Shoot. So I really wanted to coat that and seal it in, but it did. Pull that out. Well, it was a good idea if I could have gotten it right, but I don't know if you can get it right on such a wavy mold. So I'm not really concerned about the inside, but it did come out on the outside a little bit right there. What is that blue on there? Something. I wonder if I could peel it off. Look! It came off. I think you could peel it right off the resin. That's interesting. Let's try this up here. I don't want to break it, but I don't think I would try it again, even if I do break it, because I don't think it would work. So if I can manage to peel it off of the... Look at that, it peels off. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna work on this for a little while, because this is gonna take a while. So let me see how much I can get done, if I can get it all done. If I can, that looks really super cool. Huh, let me work on this.
Glitz and glitter on my fingertips, mending cracks with resin tricks. Mistakes fade under my steady hand, turning chaos into something grand. Shimmer shines on a coaster's face, every flaw finds its perfect place. Jesus gave me patience to see it through. Every sparkle feels like something new. Glitz and glitter, fixing the cracks, turning messes into beauty, beauty that lasts. Top coat shining like a starry night. Jesus gave me patience to get it right. Each layer tells a little tale, a journey where perfection sails. Mistakes don't break, they build me strong. With every stroke I find my song. Oh, the resin flows and so does grace, guiding my hands to a peaceful space. Shimmering dreams in every hue, a masterpiece born in what I do. Glitz and glitter, fixing the cracks, turning messes into beauty, beauty that lasts. Top coat shining like a starry night. Jesus gave me patience
turning messes into beauty that lasts. Top coat shining like a starry night. Jesus gave me patience to get it right.
Glitz and glitter in the air tonight. Shiny resin catching every light. Sparkle like the stars up in the sky. Faith is burning, it'll never die. Oh Jesus, take the wheel of this parade. Faith and shimmer in the mess we made. Diamonds in the rough, we're gonna shine. Glitz and glitter, baby, faith's divine. Broken pieces glued with resin strong, turning all our wrongs into a song. A little sparkle makes the shadows fade.
Okay, my friends, it looks like I'm finished. It was pretty simple. Jan didn't want anything on hers, so hers was done. I went ahead and top coated this with epoxy resin and let it sit overnight and cure. Can you see the shimmer in there? I hope you can. Isn't that pretty? And then, of course, red rhinestones to bring out the red in that. So all I'm going to do later is put some beeswax on the back, let that dry, and put a cork on the back of that one. So there is that. I love these with the stickers, and you cannot even see the sticker. There's a little piece of silicone for my hand. You can't even see the sticker underneath. So it worked out. In the end, I was a little worried about that one. And then I forgot that Barbara wanted pearls around to make it look like it was tied with pearls. All of this did peel off. Thank God. I had no idea it was going to peel off. It's not perfect on the inside because it's a little thicker right here, but it looks pretty decent. I put the dragonfly glaze around here, if you could see the shimmer on that. I forgot she wanted this blue, so thank God. She's like, okay, no problem. She likes it. I sent her pictures. Completely forgot she wanted this blue because that text was like a long time ago. And I'm just going on my merry old way. Oh, I'm doing it white. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I reread her text and she wanted it blue. But it's pretty nonetheless. So I just took some flat back pearls, made a little bow, and wrapped it around. And I ended up covering that little spot. It actually went right under the pearl line, so that worked out perfect, so you can't see that spot anymore. So that's done. She didn't want anything on the top, and the only other extra I had was this one. I threw some glitter in the rest of my top coat from that coaster and made one more pendant. So that's it, you guys. Full packed video. She just texted me a couple more things she wants made, so I'm going to add that to an Into Resin mold tomorrow. So we got a packed video tomorrow too, so make sure you come back and join me. I will see you then. Stick around for those pictures. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh. In every shade a promise new, a life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle.